Otto Frank was a German-born Swiss businessman. He was the father of Anne Frank and Margaret Frank. As the sole member of his family to survive the Holocaust, he inherited Anne's manuscripts after her death, arranged for the publication of her diary as a diary of a young girl in 1947. Otto Frank was born in Frankfurt to a Jewish family. He was the second son of Alice Betty and Michael Frank. His siblings were Robert Frank, Herbert Frank, and Helen Frank. Otto was a cousin of the well-known furniture designer and grandson. He studied economics in Heidelberg from 1908 to 1909. He had work experience placements at the Macy's department store in New York. Frank served in Imperial German Army during the First World War. He was called up for military services in August 1915, and after training in a depot in Mainz, he served in an artillery unit of the Western Front, in which most soldiers were mathematics and saviors. He worked in the bank his family ran until it collapsed in the early 1930s. He married Edith Hollander. He heiressed to a scrap metal and industrial supply business on his birthday, 12 May 1925, in Frankfurt. Their elder daughter, Margaret Betty, was born on February 16, 1926, followed by their young daughter, Anne Frank. As the tide in Nazism rose in Germany and anti-Jewish decrees encouraged attacks on Jewish individuals and family, Otto decided to evacuate his family to the safer western nations of Europe. In August 1933, he moved his family to Aachen, where his wife's mother resided in preparation for the subsequent and final move of Amsterdam in the Netherlands. In 1938 and 1941, Frank attempted to obtain visas for his family to emigrate in the United States of Cuba. He was granted a single visa for himself to Cuba on December 1st, 1941. But it is not known if it ever reached him. 10 days later, the Nazi Germany and fascist Italy declared war on the United States. The visa was canceled. Otto Frank took his family into hiding on July 6, 1942, at the age of 53, in the upper rare rooms of the occupied premises on the Prinsenschutz. Otto Frank married a former neighbor from Amsterdam. Otto Frank died of lung cancer on 19 August 1980 in Basel.